What's up, everyone? My name is Haratwe, and welcome to Changing the Paradigm. This is not just a YouTube channel. This is your home. This is my home. And in this home, we prioritize mental health. So this video is not going to be a long one, probably very short. But I just wanted to talk about spirituality and its role in our mental health. There's a documentary that I was watching on a big church, and the leaders were just spiritually abusing the congregants. And, if that is where you've put your identity and that is where you get your strength as a person, that kind of betrayal can do so much damage to your mental health. And it can take years of therapy to get back to a place where you trust again and you can put yourself out there when it comes to things of spirituality. One of the things that I've realized, and other people will think, what do you mean? Personally, I don't go to church. When I left church, I found God. For me, church had become very toxic. It was becoming about status, who's giving what, who's giving what. And it's like, guys, do you remember that story about Jesus when he fed the 5,000? That was nice, right? How generous of him. But now we find ourselves in a society where the 5,000 is expected to feed the one, which is the pastor, which is the head of the church. And it's not the other way around. So that was a problem for me, that there's so much about giving to one person when there is so much in the world that is needed in order to help other people. So the enrichment of one people, the looking up to only a certain, it's like, God, if you want me, you'll talk to me. Like you did with Moses, show me a burning bush. Speak to me about my life so that I know it's from you. I don't want to look for you in other people's testimonies. I want to find you in the things that I need you to work through for me. Sorry, I need to check in the things that I need you. When I left church, a bulk of my stresses went down, because it was just it's very cult behavior, where you're serving a person and it's like, but you are a servant. You, as a man of God, as a woman of God, you are a servant. You are a steward of the word. You're not my boss. You're not our boss. You're not better than us. We're all the same, and we're striving for righteousness, and we're striving for this, and we're striving for that. But I find that in modern day church is about enriching one person when there's so many other people that need help, and the people that need help assume the position lesser than the people that they have given money to. There's a lady that I spoke to, and she's very rich, very rich, and she's also big in church stuff. She has influence there. So apparently a person came up to her when she was having a speaking after her speaking engagement, and this lady said God told her to give this woman her savings, and all her savings. And this lady obviously took the savings, and this girl, next time, her testimony was that she got a husband. And I was like, but you didn't have to take the savings. You're already a multimillionaire. If that's what God said to her, I would have stopped her and said, um, thanks for listening to God, but sow it in other places. Your obedience or has been noted, but I don't have to take that money. So I was very, it was like a bad taste in my mouth, but I let it go because I'm like, hey, maybe God doesn't speak to me the same way he speaks to her, but there's this need for enrichment. Even in the Bible, when it speaks about giving, we give to people but now the giving is in context of giving to a person. Even if the church is as big and it's a mega church, you need to keep giving. And you are told that that's where your blessings are. But what happens when you've given everything? And oh, I remember also there was a time in church and these people closed the door on us saying the collection is not enough. We couldn't go home. That was the last time I went to church. And I was like, these people will never see me again, you know? And I didn't like the fact that from church, I'm now questioning God because of what people are doing, you know? After that, I really enjoy my relationship with God. I really enjoy um, hearing from God, and um, just having that fellowship that is independent of church and is not so bad on my mental health, you know, because my mental health took a knock when I was at church. It's so sad to say, but it's true. That's when the knock, it was a hard knock life, you know. So tell me your experience, because other people, obviously, church is a place where they can meet with other people and it's a place of belonging and it's good. I'm not speaking against it. I'm just saying from my experience, you know, and just when I was watching that documentary on that mega church and what they were doing to people, the head pastor was accused of molesting young boys for a number of years. He even died without going to jail or facing his crimes, you know. And those are the sad things that you go through. And you see, it's like, but I entrusted my life to you. How can you violate me in that way? You know, those people have to live with the pain and trauma of being violated by people that we're looking up to. So even with you, when you are in a spiritual journey and you go to church and you trust God more than you trust in people. As people, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. Even with me in my membership, we work together with the people that are in it. I don't assume a superior role because I think, oh, this is my channel. I know better. I learn from them. We learn from each other. We've created a community of love and safety. But I can also make a mistake and say something. So they shouldn't put all their trust in me. You know, we work together. I'm not more superior than them. They're not more superior. It's a community of like-minded people that have the intention of growing and protecting their mental health. So even when you go to church, even when you go to work, whatever environment you find yourself in, be sure to protect yourself and don't ever assume that you are less than because a person's got a degree or a person is wearing a certain uniform or a person. We are all uniquely made. You know, there are people that lost parents at 16, and I'm only experiencing losing a mom at 35. That person knows much better than me. You know, I can speak about grief to a certain extent, but they knew it way before me. And I'm able to humble myself. And if I need advice, I go and I'm like, hey, I'm struggling with one, two, and three. How did you navigate that? And we are able to have honest conversations and in humility and understanding that what I lack, you probably have, what you lack, I probably have. And what do? We water each other and create a beautiful community. So as you go out there, guys, remember you are the star of your own life. You are the captain of your own life. No one here in this world, um, we all came through a woman. No one came here flying, you know, so no one can assume that they're better than you or take that position in your life, regardless of what title they have, regardless of how long they've lived, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender. You are just as important. You matter. And that's what you should know. And that's what you should put in your paradigm. Change that thing of thinking, oh, the pastor, oh, this lady's so rich. I need to hold her bag. Girl, hold your own bag. You know, you rich. That's good for you. But I'm not a skivvy. I serve God. And God will not make me do things that are degrading so that I make you feel more superior. We need to understand that the ego is in play most of the time in these people that have positions of power. They also don't know what they're doing. That's why in most cases you get these big exposés, because they got carried away. Too much power ain't good for nobody. So don't sell yourself short because you don't have a title at church, or you don't have a particular title at work. They hired you for your particular skill set, and they should respect you for that. Do the best with what you have, grow, empower yourself, so that you can go to places that you want to go to, and be bold when you get to those spaces. In church, remember, it's about God. It's about God. It's not about all these people. It's about Jesus. And if Jesus came on this earth and fed 5,000 people, if Jesus came on this earth and washed his disciples' feet, don't let these pastors play you. Don't let them play you. If Jesus did all those things, don't lower yourself. God don't like that. So yeah, guys, this is getting juicy. We talk about, nothing is off limits here, because if it affects our mental health, we'll talk about it. We'll explore it. So if you want to expand this conversation, leave your comment. Let us know how you navigate your way around the church, around work, around people that have a higher title than you. What do you do to keep yourself intact and keep your mental health intact? Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for giving me your time. I really thought this was going to be a 5-minute video, but I talk too much, don't I? Thank you so much, guys, for creating a space for me to have these conversations and just talk earnestly and be vulnerable. I love you guys, and I appreciate the likes, the comments. Thank you for subscribing. Please remember, I need you guys to keep liking. And if you want to speak more about this conversation with us in our membership, please send an email, and it's in the description link below. I'll see you guys on the next video. Who knows what we'll be talking about? And yeah, if there's other things that I might not have thought of that you guys think of and you think we should speak more about that, please mention it in the comment section, and I'll do my research and we'll see how we can just put it into our next conversation. Anyway, love you guys and thank you so much. Mwah.